Cracking the code. Can you unlock your Capital One with your face? Ever wished you could ditch the password struggle and access your bank account with a simple glance? Facial recognition technology, like Face ID, is rapidly changing how we interact with our phones and even our finances. But can you unlock the power of your Capital One account with just a selfie? Buckle up, because today, we're diving deep to see if Face ID is the key to your Capital One kingdom. For those new to the game, Face ID uses a complex system of cameras and sensors to create a three-dimensional map of your face. This fancy tech then compares that map to your stored profile every time you try to unlock your iPhone. Pretty cool, right? But can this futuristic security measure be applied to your hard-earned cash? Let's address the elephant in the room. Capital One itself doesn't explicitly advertise Face ID as a login option on their website. This might leave some wondering, is Face ID a forgotten feature or simply not there at all? The answer, like many things in life, is a bit more nuanced. Capital One actually offers a security feature called biometric sign-in within their mobile app. This term encompasses both Face ID and fingerprint recognition, Touch ID, depending on your device. So, if you have an iPhone with Face ID enabled, there's a good chance you can leverage that technology to access your Capital One app. Here's the exciting part. Unlocking your Capital One with Face ID is entirely optional. When you first download the Capital One app and enable Touch ID/Face ID, you'll be prompted to choose if you want to use it. This means you can stick to your trusty password or embrace the future of facial recognition. The choice is yours. Now, before you ditch your passwords altogether, there are a few things to keep in mind. For starters, Face ID isn't foolproof. While it's a significant security upgrade from a simple password, a determined hacker with a photo of you might be able to gain access. Additionally, Face ID might not work perfectly under certain conditions, think sunglasses or a dramatic beard change. Another crucial point is two-factor authentication, 2FA. Even if you're using Face ID, Capital One likely offers additional security layers like 2FA. This typically involves receiving a code via text message or another device that you need to enter after using Face ID. So, while Face ID can be a convenient first step, it's often just one piece of the security puzzle. Finally, keeping your phone's software updated is paramount. Security updates often patch vulnerabilities that hackers might exploit. By neglecting these updates, you could be putting your financial information at risk, regardless of whether you use Face ID or not. So, to answer our initial question, yes, with an iPhone and Face ID enabled, you can potentially use facial recognition to unlock your Capital One mobile app. But it's important to remember that Face ID is optional and should ideally be used in conjunction with other security measures like 2FA and keeping your software updated. Ultimately, the decision of whether to use Face ID comes down to personal preference and your risk tolerance. For some, the convenience might outweigh the potential security concerns. For others, the traditional password approach might offer more peace of mind. No matter which path you choose, educating yourself about the available security options is key. By understanding the tools at your disposal, you can make informed decisions to safeguard your hard-earned money. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, stay secure out there.